update because I did one for week 0, and I'll probably follow one up next week. But I just want to say thanks. Thanks for everyone who participated in this, and all of you that you walked across the room to host an impact group in your home, and you went out of your way, or you did whatever it took, and you invited folks, and I just want to say thanks. Tonight I'm coming to you. Now, last week was from Panera. Tonight I'm coming to you from a town called Schererville, Indiana. Think Gary Hammond in that area. We're here for a conference, a funny name for a conference called the Sticky Church. Maybe I'll talk about that at another time. But here I'm rooming with Aaron, so I thought I'd just swing around that famous preacher from this past Sunday. So I'm going to swing around here so you can see Aaron.
Hi, everybody.
All right. And Aaron, what are you reading there?
I'm reading the 3rd book in the City of Ember series.
That's right. In the Sunday service, Aaron spoke, and he referenced the City of Embers, and he's reading one of those books now. And by the way, if you didn't hear Aaron's message, wow, he didn't pay me to say this, did you? You didn't pay me to say this?
I don't think so.
It was a great message, and I make sure you have a chance to go online and listen to that. Well, I want to just bring you up to date on a couple of things, and I'll be out of here in a few moments. This Sunday, we announced that there's going to be a party, and you got an email last week, and I mentioned it at the end of my video. I want to mention it at the beginning of this week because I want you to make sure to make plans to be with us this Sunday. That's April the 5th at 12:30, and we're going to have a taco bar. So it's usually a pizza party. I thought we'd try something different this time, so Ken Owens is going to do a taco bar for us. So those of you that have kids, feel free to bring them. I know my kids love to go to a taco bar where they can fix their own and everything. So I hope you'll do that. It'll be a time of celebrating all that God has done, and through this Impact series called Just Walk Across the Room. Now this week you're going to talk about a Matthew party, and that was explained. Part of it was explained in the service on Sunday by Aaron, but Bill will do an excellent job of talking about this on the DVD as you watch. And then your book lays out ideas and suggestions regarding having a Matthew party. And I wanted to outline those for you in case this is a new concept for you. First thing is, when you're hosting a Matthew party, and there again, Bill will explain it. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, you'll watch the DVD. It'll make perfect sense. There's 3 things in a Matthew party. The first thing is you got to have the right ratio. You don't want to have so many Christians that they gang up on the people that are not believers. So he recommends a ratio of minimum 3 to 1. That means 3 unbelievers to 1 Christian, and all the way up to 5 to 1. So think about that as you're planning your Matthew party. And there's some great guidelines in there for you to do that. The second thing is keep it simple. The quickest way to kill something, I know for me personally, is if I have an event coming up, I make it so complicated, I make it difficult, it frustrates the people around me. Keep it simple. Do something that's natural. They give you plenty of suggestions right there in the book. But one suggestion I didn't see in there was a bread and soup party. It's so easy to put on a crock pot full of soup and maybe buy some specialty bread or something, and invite your friends and your neighbors over to your house. But please, whatever you do, keep it simple. Then the third thing is Bill talks about sharing a high and a low. Don't forget to share each other's name, so a lot of your neighbors. In my case, this is going to be a neighborhood party. You want to make sure that everybody gets to know one another, knows at least their first name, and you might want to get to know how long they've been in the community. Bill recommends a high and a low. That gives them an opportunity to say, hey, here's something that really went cool this week, and well, here's something that didn't go so well. And all of this is an opportunity for an open door to be able to talk about spiritual matters. And you'll just have to let the Spirit of God lead you as this unfolds. And there again, we're developing relationships, discovering stories, and discerning next steps. And on page number 63, the individual strides, I hope you've been talking about the individual strides that are at the end of each chapter in the book. On page 63, there's some great ways to keep this in front of us so that we don't forget, like Aaron talked about Sunday. My fear is that, okay, we'll go back to just doing what we did before the series. This is a great way to keep it before you. And in closing, this series hasn't changed so much what I do with people. Like, I still interact with people, but now I'm interacting with people with the view, with the eyes of Jesus, that will I be able to have a chance to say something and possibly share my faith story or to pray for somebody and to begin talking about spiritual matters. It's given me a boldness that I haven't had in a long time, and I hope this is the case with you. Well, I hope you have a great week. I hope your group goes fantastic for you. If you have any questions, please give me a call. And if you're looking for an email, you'll get this link in the email. Make sure you read through the email and let us know about the taco party. All right, God bless. Have a great week.